You know when it's one of those days and your hair just does not want to do what you want it to do? What even is this? Oh. Well, that's awkward. I'm gonna turn my head this way. This is another day where I'm going eventing tomorrow. Not today, but I'm also going to a wedding tomorrow evening. So I then asked for I asked Offchurch Bury for some early times, and to be fair to them, they delivered. My dressage is at 12 minutes past 8, but that does mean between 3 and half 3 get up in the morning. So I need to do as much as I possibly can today. I'm just about to poop it. I need to do as much as I possibly can today in order to make my morning a little more bearable tomorrow morning. I've also got Mel Orrit coming this evening. She is a lovely friend of mine, and she's just finished doing all her sports psychology course with Charlie Unwin. So she's going to come give me a little bit of a sesh, but I'll talk a bit about that later. And we are going to go through me and Louie, not me and Mel. Me and Louie are going to go through my dressage in a minute because I learnt it I've had a ridiculously busy week, so I learnt it last night and I need to make sure I can remember it. Just gone through our dressage. My hair looks even worse now. It's had a hat on and it's got its way. So being at livery yard, obviously other people use the school as well, which is fabulous. But this morning we were sharing it with a dressage rider, a professional dressage rider who comes and rides a lady's horse here, who is at a pre-St George level. So me and Louie are doing 15-metre circles and half 10-metre circles, and they're doing canter pirouettes and the beginnings of Piaf. I was like, oh my god, I feel so out of place right now. But he was a good boy. I think I know I forgot my dressage test halfway through, which was really good. So I need to practice the dressage a little bit more, and I think I've got a plan. I think I know what I need to do. Cleaning tack now. I'm trying to get as much done as I possibly can because tomorrow. I cleaned my saddle and my jump saddle and my boots yesterday, but I obviously needed my dressage attire, or his dressage attire, and bridle. So I'm just doing that bit now. I'm going to come up hopefully in lunchtime and bath him, and then come up after work and plait him, and then obviously Mel pack the lorry as much as I can. Obviously not going to put expensive stuff in there overnight, and then I'll make sure the hay nets are on the lorry as well, and then we will drag the pony in tomorrow, roll the plaits, and hopefully just have to shove him on. I need to leave by 5:30, 6:30. I need to leave by 5, really. 5, 6. Maybe earlier. But it's good. I'm glad. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer tomorrow than it is today, so I'm actually glad that we're earlier in the morning, which is good, because it'll be cooler, which will be more beneficial for him. it'll be fabulous. Just got out the yard. So, oh God, Louis stamped on my foot this morning, and I think he's re-broken a bone in my foot that I had previously broken when someone else stood on it. It is 5:20. I'm going to try and get Louis plaited before my session with Mel. Look at me with my apple core. Who else holds on to their apple cores even when they've driven however long just to give it to their horses? So I'm still holding on to the apple core. Yeah, so Mel is coming at 6 and I'm hoping to have plaited before then. And if I'm really, really lucky, hopefully done his studs as well. But I managed to find a way to slightly tame my hair. I was supposed to come up over lunchtime, but I've been absolutely rammed at work, so I didn't manage to even get away from my laptop. Trying to find a pulling or a plaiting pulling comb. I go through pulling combs like they're going out of fashion, and then I just lose them all the time. There's one in here, but it's not. I don't like the ones with the hooks on the end. I'm a bit old-fashioned. That will have to do for the moment. Now I need to make sure I don't lose that one because that is my last one. Yeah, so I didn't manage to bath him. And I'm going to be a little bit lazy. I mean, I am so thankful that I do not have a grey horse. And he's not a particularly dirty horse either, so that's also good. But I feel for you people that have grey horses, and I am thankful that I don't, because I am going to just hot towel him. It is the biggest cheat, but I'm going with it. It will be a time saver. Oh, I need steps. Let's give Louis Bear. If I give Louis Bear something, then the other two need something. Hi. Hi everyone. Are you gonna bite that? You bite it. There we go. You can have that. And Mix won't eat an apple. I don't know why. So Mix can have some treats. I don't want to give you. Mix can have some treats. There we go. Oh, you want some treats too, do you? God, you boys cost me so much money in treats. There you go. There you go. Love you. Love you all. There we go. Everyone's happy. Better go get the steps because my horse is like 2 stories high. And I can't reach his mane if I don't have the steps. So enough of me waffling. That is where we are at the moment. And then all is go. Just got home. Had a really good session with Mel. Just talking through everything and like what I'm feeling and how it's going to affect me tomorrow, or how it can affect me if I let it. So we are going to control the controllables. I've made a plan. I've got little tips and tricks to kind of put in place tomorrow, and remember that, you know, I can control what I can control, but other than that I can't. So that's good. Laurie is as loaded as it can be. Pony is plaited. He's not the cleanest, but he will be looking so good it won't make him jump higher. But yeah, it'll be fine. And then it is 7:25 in the evening now, obviously. I am going to go in, have a shower, and go to bed because I need my alarm to go off at 3:15 tomorrow morning. So poor mum, she's got to come with me. She shouldn't have to. She's coming with me. So she's going to have to be up in the yard by 20 to 5. It's a good thing mums love us. We're going to a wedding in the evening, and we're both going to be asleep in the corner. I'm either going to have one drink and be absolutely wild, or I'm going to have one drink and be literally falling asleep on the table. So hopefully we'll have time enough for a quick nap afterwards, because I'm done by 10. So yeah, got the rest of the day to have a bit of a nap, and then wedding ready in the evening. But I will be back with you tomorrow. Oh, that one hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how early it is. It's blooming dark. This is hilarious. I don't think I turned that on. It is 3:50. Just gone. I'm up the yard. I've just got up here. I can see in the field that all 3 horses are flat out, which is hilarious. And I'm going to feel really, really mean getting them up in a minute. It's still dark outside. This has not been... it's been a while since I've been up in the dark. I have already put my show shirt on inside out. I tried to put something else on the lid of the teapot. And we had a code on the gate, and I just tried to plug in the wrong code and then wondered why it wouldn't open. So you can tell it's early. I'm just wetting the feed, putting the hay nets in the stables, try and get all the boys off the ground to get them in. Then I need to opt out Louis. I might put the kettle on actually in a minute. Roll his plats. Plat his forelock. Put the saddles on. And then load and go, as long as Mum was up here. I was like, you need to be here at the very latest by, I think I said 20 to 5. Poor Mum. She's such a good egg. But yeah, I better get cracking really, because I don't have that long, especially if I've got to get them off the floor. None of them are particularly morning people. Wish me luck. I have one that's bringing himself in. Oh, one that didn't want to come in at all. Not that you can see me, which is this one, which is the one I need most. And Mix, as ever, is just a good boy. Apollo is bringing himself in. He was at the gate already, so he was really good boy. And Louis was like, nah, still on the floor. This is how you bring your horses. Let them bring themselves in. Go on then. Everyone in. 1, 2. In your own time, Mix. Oh, he's old. We let him off. Look at that white tail, though. 3. 1, 2, 3. We are ready with the hot towel, picking the stud holes out. But look how shiny he is. He's like a self-cleaning. Love this. Hey, darling. Oh, there you have a nice Apollo-sized bite mark there. And all of your plats have survived. Can I help you? Can I help you? Are you snuffling my face?
You have food all over your snuggle. Are you trying to eat his hay? Oh, he's knotted everywhere. You okay? You okay? I love you. I know you're not going today.
4:51. Boy is platted, stud holes are done. He has been hot toweled, obviously fed. Just gonna pop got there in the end. Pop hay nets in the lorry, and then we are off. Hay nets and small dogs. Hi! Hay nets and small dogs in the lorry. And then, morning, Mum.
Morning.
Mum is tired. Aren't you, Mum? Yeah, and then we're off.
Come on, look alive. Come on.
Stretching.
Good boy.
We've got to Offchurch Berry. We got here in pretty good time, which thankfully is good. I've just gone off to run round the cross-country course. Mum's gonna get my number ready. Lou's just had the biggest wee in the lorry. But yeah, we'll see what this course looks like. It's very green up here. It's very, very green. And we've had a bit of rain overnight. And I know that he's used sprinklers as well. So it'd be good to see what it all looks like. See, this is quite a steep hill, and then this isn't the most room, so I need to be as close to that white line as possible and then bring him out, and as soon as I see my line I need to push forward. And then again you come from that round a pretty sharp corner, so I need to make sure I'm right against the fence, and then as soon as I see my line, ride for the line. So I need to make sure I'm sat up for this, because he's going to see the ditch probably about here. So I've got then maybe 2 strides to effect, or as long as I've got the power before, and then just a little ditch that we can hop over. Literally panting like a dog, so apologies. Of course, it looks really nice. I love coming to Offchurch Bury and the likes of Morton Morrell, because Lloyd Hunt and Lands Eventing, they run the lot, and he takes such pride in his grass and ground and going, so you know that it's going to have had everything done to it as much as possible. I've just walked that across country. It is firm, but it's got a little bit of a spring to the top of it, which is perfect. So super happy with the ground, which means that I can push on and try and get the time. There are a couple of questions here and there that I really do need to be careful with and ride delicately is not the word, but I need to ride forward, but make sure I'm straight and my lines are good. But I'm really looking forward to this cross country. Right, we just need to get studded up and get ready for the dressage.
Here we are Entering at A, working trot, proceed down the centre line without halting. C, track right, 7.5. Between B and F, half 10-metre circle right, returning to the track at M. 7.5, more supple contact. I remember coming around here thinking la 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 la, and then I almost miss my circle at C, and I do a very very right angled corner, but we got 7.5 and no comment, so obviously the judge didn't notice. CHE working trot, 7.5. Between E and K, half 10-metre circle left, returning to the track for H, 7.5. And then the next circle at C, I did not forget, which was good. We've got 7.5 for that as well. And then before M, medium walk. And then MBK, change the rein, free walk on a long rein. And K back to medium walk. We got a 7 here. Could have more freedom and ground cover. His walk is just a bit weak, that's the problem. A working trot. AFB working trot. We got a 6 for that one and lost connection because he yobs his face in the air, and I was like, oh god, there we go, yob. Never mind. B circle left 20 metres with a transition to working canter left over the first centre line. 7, more forward fluency. BMCH working canter. That circle's quite nice. Which we got a 7.5 for. And then HXF, change the rein with a transition to trot after X. 6.5 against the hand, which I think was fair. He was a bit like, coming back at me a little bit. FAKE, working trot, 7.5. And then E, circle right 20 metres with a transition to working canter right over the first centre line, 7.5. That was a nice transition, actually. I was quite pleased with his canter work in this test. EHCM working canter, 7.5. MXK, change the rein with a transition to trot after X, which was a 6.5 and rather propped. So sometimes he bounces me into the trot. And then A, down the centre line. X, halt, immobility, salute. We've got 7.5 for that. Super classy horse. Would just like to see more supple into the contact and develop the balance in the transitions. So we moved on to the show jumping, and for those of you that have been following me for a while, obviously I'm trying to get to badminton and I need 2 double clears. Now, technically, nice bit of tree, technically I got a double clear at Little Gatcombe, but I got one time fault in the show jumping, which meant that I didn't get the double clear that I needed, so I needed to get a double clear here. And as you can see, it's all going beautifully. And then I just let him get a little bit long into this one, and we had a pole down, which was so frustrating. But actually overall I thought the round was really good, and I actually rode it. The trouble with Offchurch Bury is the show jump arena is like really undulating, so it throws you off balance quite easily. But I mean, he tried his little heart out, bless him. And we finished strong. It was just really frustrating about that number 5. I was so annoyed. But as you can see, he did really well over the rest of it, just my silly riding. Oh boy, everything has been in quite a quick succession. Isn't it, Luther? I literally got off my dressage, hopped off, ran around the show jumping. We've just show jumped. Annoyingly, really annoyingly, we had one down. So that's our double clear out the window, but we're just, yeah, it was good dressage. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but it was actually quite good dressage. And we're just going to go and do a nice cross country round and do what we can do. Just give him a good round, but I'm literally changing and getting back on because our times are all that quick.
Next out will be Michelle Newnham with Louis HS. 15-year-old 17-hand horse, already out over the first in Lance eventing log. 27.8 they go with Dressage, taking out one pole as they head to the pheasant feeder at 2. Approaching the RF veterinary physio, the pig arc and the disc. On a straight line there, Michelle Newnham and Louis.
What a dude. I just love him so much. We came inside the optimum time, which was fabulous. He had one looky at a roll top, which was ridiculous. But he's got his new Lumiere chill boots on, which I think are, I really do rate them. I know I've said it before, but it's been like 4 hours and the gel was still really cold, and then we've got the Old Faithfuls on the back end. He's been unstudded. Good old mum is unplaiting. Curly mane. And he's having a good... Yeah, so I'm super pleased. I need to get better at the water because we trotted through it. But he was really good. I'm really proud of him. It's just such a shame about that bloody pole in the show jumping. Damn it. Never mind. And our dressage was really good, surprisingly. So again, happy about that. But we're just going to let him have some grass, have a bit of a graze, pack everything away. And then we'll probably go and get some breakfast. Because we still haven't had breakfast yet, have we, Mum? She's like, I'm hungry. Make me get up at 4 AM. You're a good egg, aren't you? You kind of want an egg too. You're having a little snooze in here. We just went and got some food. And there were a couple of nice pictures of you, but the cross-country ones haven't come out yet, so we'll see what they are. He's like, I am tired. I got some polos in my hand for you, so I'll give you them in a sec. All back home. He doesn't drink anything all day, and then he drinks like he's never drunk before when he gets home. But usually I put mash in the water. And I did put mash in the water, but I didn't put the normal. Usually I put the Saracen's mash in, which he really, really likes. Oh, hey, Dribbly. Oh. But I didn't. I just put his normal Spiller's mash in, which you didn't like as much, did you? No. So we're going to clear out the lorry. Hi, baby. And then turn them out. They can go out earlier because they came in at like 3:30 this morning. Didn't you? Yes, you did. And then tuck in one of Louis' polos. And then I'm gonna go home and have a nap. And then we're gonna be wedding ready. Aren't we? Oh, I think it's hanging out. So I need to then look presentable. and possibly stay awake. That is a watch this space. So I don't think I know, I just looked at the scores. We are nothing but consistent. We got another 9th today, so really happy with being in the top 10 again. Really gutted about the poll because, excuse me, really gutted about the poll because that means we didn't get our double clear, which means we haven't qualified for the regional finals yet. So I've got 2 more options, which is Little Gatcombe, where we'll have to do the 100 open because they're not taking any more entries on the Sunday, so I think that will have to be a late entry for Little Gatcombe. And Aston Le Wolves again. Aston Le Wolves is the final one I can do before I need to enter Chillington Hall. So I've got 2 more chances to get the double clear, and hopefully a better than 9th, because the last 3 outings have all been 9th. We'll break the 9th barrier by the end of the season. We'll get to badminton. I have to manifest it. I have to believe it and manifest it. It'll be fine. It'll be good. We will get